Right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Abby McMaster. I am an Associate Director of Admission at Ohio Wesleyan University. I'm also a member of the Ohio Association of College Admissions Counseling Professional Development Committee. And my job is really just to hand it over to John and Clarissa, who will be our speakers this morning.
Awesome. Thank you, Abby. So, welcome everyone. We are here to talk a little bit more about Summer Institute 2026 and why you or some of your staff members should look into attending this year. So, to get us started, we're just going to go over the agenda quickly. We're going to introduce ourselves. We'll talk about what Summer Institute is. We'll go over the conference details and kind of everything that goes into Summer Institute. We'll talk about what makes Summer Institute different and why it is a unique conference within itself. We'll finish with talking registration details and the cost, and then finally answer any questions that you all might have. So, to kick things off, I will pass it over to Clarissa to introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Clarissa Fielders. I'm a regional advisor at Eastern Michigan University. I've been in admissions for about 4.5 years. This will be my fifth summer institute. You'll also see us refer to it as SI. And this is my third year as a co-chair.
Awesome. And then my name is John Bates. I am an assistant director at The Ohio State University. I have been working in admissions about 4 years now. I will hit my 4 year mark in like a month, which is exciting. This is my third SI and my second as a co-chair. So, very excited to dive in a little deeper with you all. Let's start by talking about what is Summer Institute. So, SI is a summer conference for new admissions professionals. Those who have about 2 years of experience or less is really what we're looking for. It is tailored towards those newer to the profession. And this conference is going to take place over 3 days in July. So it'll be the 29th through the 31st. And each year, this conference is hosted by a different institution in the state of Ohio. This year, it'll be Ohio Wesleyan. And again, July 29th through the 31st are the dates that we'll be having the conference.
So, Summer Institute is different than other conferences within OACAC. These three main points kind of are what make Summer Institute different. So, peer networking, you get to talk a lot with other admission representatives, whether that's seasoned ones or ones that are just starting out in the field like you are. You really get to make those connections through different socials, honestly, different sessions that are more interactive. You get a lot of time face to face with people. And honestly, this was my favorite part when I was doing Summer Institute for the first time, because when I was getting out on the road in the fall, it was nice to see friendly faces and people that I already had been connecting with throughout the summer. The mentorship piece is really important too. So each attendee that comes will get a set of mentors. We'll kind of go dive a little bit deeper into that later. But mentorship is a huge component of this conference. And then targeted sessions. So we try to choose sessions that have a wide range of topics to kind of cover pretty much everyone that's going to be within their first 2 years of admissions, whether you're a traditional counselor, a graduate counselor, transfer, or anything in between. We definitely have a session for you.
Awesome. So let's look at this schedule. This is typically what every summer institute will look like. We switch around things a little bit year to year, but this is what we're going to be looking at for this year's conference. So day one starts in the afternoon with check-in and an opening session. And then we have a mentor session, some presentation breakouts, and then dinner and a social. Day two is a full day filled with presentations, more mentor sessions, and our keynotes with another social that evening. And then the last day is another half day with the morning. So having more presentations, and then we will have a ethics session followed by our recruitment, networking, and mock fair experience, which we're really excited about. That is something new that we're implementing this year. And we're really looking forward to the experience that will give to our conference attendees to showcase what a college fair can be like if they've never attended one before, and kind of best practices for attending college fairs and a great opportunity to network with everyone who's going to be there at the conference. And then we will close with that mentor session and lunch. So it goes by in a flash, but it's a really fun time. And we pack in a lot of great educational sessions and mentorship throughout the conference.
So, just some presentation examples for all of those breakout sessions. Some of these might be in here this year. Some of these are previous ones that were just more popular. So, for example, recruiting your alma mater, how to use your story to sell your institution. That one is always super popular. From Road Warrior to Road Warrior, how to network and plan travel after your experience. Most of our attendees are going to be Road Warriors, but certainly, even if you're not, please come. The full service admissions professional, welcome Gen Z. Now what? My first college fair. You're not alone. Engage alumni on the road, and then bridging the gap, enhancing DEI efforts in college admissions for students and educators. Also, I just want to point out, you see that we have a safari theme. I don't think we've mentioned that, but we love a good theme, so we definitely go hard. And this year is Jungle Safari.
All right, and that is just a few examples. Again, there are so many different sessions that we'll have for our attendees to go to. But again, you've heard Clarissa say already, another big part of the conference is mentorship. So the mentors at our conference are admissions professionals that have 4 or more years of experience. And we also do have a mentor training that we do with them prior to Summer Institute to make sure that they are ready and know what we expect out of mentors. And then during the conference, they are really serving as that guide to the new admissions professionals that are attending SI. So it's going to be a small network of about 12 to 15 professionals in those mentee groups, again, with 2 mentors for each group. And really, their role is going to be teaching those new professionals about the world of admissions, traveling to college fairs, best practices, really sharing their advice and wisdom as someone who is very experienced in the field to, help new professionals learn along the way, guide them in maybe avoiding any hiccups or speed bumps that can often happen as a new professional, and really you serving as that neutral guide to help these new professionals navigate their career. Another big part is teaching the admissions lingo. We love all of our acronyms and different ways of saying things. So that's a big part too, is kind of giving them that insider language. And then finally, that mentorship doesn't end at the end of conference, but that will continue on throughout the entire year. We'll have mentors doing very intentional check-ins with their mentee groups to make sure that their adjustment to the profession is going well, and just being there as another supporter and guide as that transition to a professional career can, again, sometimes be challenging in one way or another. So just having one more person in their corner really helps.
So registration is open right now on the OACAC website, and it will be open until July 22nd. So the cost for new professionals is $360. If you're on this and you're thinking about wanting to join the committee next year, being a mentor next year, committee members do get a discount to attend conference, and mentors and presenters are free for the conference, and become an OACAC member. Obviously, this is just one benefit of becoming an OACAC member. The webinar series is another one. So there's a lot of benefits to becoming a member, not just SI.
And now is the time to renew that membership. So,
Mhm.
all right. So, what all does that cost cover? Your on-campus lodging. So, we will be staying in the residence halls on Ohio Wesleyan's campus. One thing that I want to note there is typically that setup is going to be like a shared suite style where there is a bathroom that you'd be sharing with another attendee, but you have your own private bedroom space. Because they're residence halls, typically you have to bring your own linens. So that's something just to be aware of. It feels a lot like summer camp, which is why we love our jungle safari theme.
Mhm.
But yes, that's just something to be aware of. Your cost will also cover those on-campus meals. So you saw on the schedule that we had many different meal breaks. All of those would be included in that cost in the dining halls on OU's campus. Conference and materials. So again, all of the education sessions and any materials that we might provide to attendees. And then finally, those conference socials. So all of those things are included in the cost. And again, it is a great, worthwhile investment and a really fun experience. All righty, y'all. So we appreciate everyone joining. If you have any questions for us, feel free to throw them in the chat. Um, I'm not sure because this is a webinar if people are able to come off mute. There is also the Q&A tool. So but we are
And feel
happy
free
to
to
answer.
email us. If you
Yes,
have any
please.
questions or you're like, I have no idea still after this webinar if this is good for my team, email John and I will definitely walk you through it. But from my experience, I was so excited after my first Summer Institute. Like it really launched me into admissions and like Summer Institute has a special place in my heart. We do have a question in the chat. What is expected attire? Very good question. Please, please, please be comfortable. It is the end of July. It is so hot. We are walking a lot across campus. So very casual, shorts, t-shirt, whatever you're comfortable in, tank top, jeans, really whatever you're comfortable in. It's hot, bring water, all of those things.
And we will have
Awesome.
a packing list available for
Mhm.
attendees that also mentions kind of the things that, yeah, again, dressing comfortably and wearing what suits you at the end of July. Um, there was something else that I was going to say with that. Oh, just that we will probably also be fitting to themes. So you might see both of us in our jungle safari hats and things like that.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yes.
Thanks for the question, Morgan. We're excited to see you if you're already registered. And if you are already registered, you'll get like the packing list, parking, information about a week before conference.
And one note that I don't think that we mentioned, July 22nd is when registration closes. So that is an important detail if you're still thinking about it. If you need to get approval from anyone in your office, you would have 20 days from now to work through that and get registered for conference.
Any other questions? All right. Well, we'll hang around, but
Thanks, everyone.
Yes, thank you all.